Hello, welcome. My name is Carlene Cadet Francois, and I help busy professionals open and operate successful assisted living facilities and group homes. So, what does that mean, right? Um, I usually say this line, and then I'm reading body language because you know my background. I read body language for a living. It becomes muscle memory at this point, right? Pretty much, it means I help people convert buildings into licensed assisted living facilities or group homes, right? This means there are a certain sets of requirements that needs to be put in place when you're converting a building into a licensed assisted living facility or a group home. Some of these things include, for example, you're required to have a generator, you're required to have reserve gas, you're required to have a fire sprinkler system, and you're required to have a alarm system installed at your facility, amongst other things. But typically these are the major big installations that needs to be done in order to begin the process of converting your building into a licensed assisted living or group home. Oftentimes, the fire department will tell you you do not need a sprinkler system. However, I will tell you, based on the clients that I've served, just about every fire department is requiring a sprinkler system. Okay, so prep for that. Budget yourself accordingly. You are expected to have the initial investment. The generator is expensive, the fire systems are expensive, and the reserve gas is not cheap. Okay, people come and tell me, oh my God, and how much do I need to get started? It would depend on the size of your home. It would depend on the size of the building and how many clients you're aiming for, because that's gonna determine how much money you're going to need. Also consider the fact that you still need reserve money for your proof of ability to operate, right? The agency want to see that you have some reserve. God forbid you move in that first resident and you know it's taking you a little while to get more residents. They want to make sure you're able to pay the bills, you're able to keep the facility running smoothly and pay for staff if you have some. Okay, so there is a initial investment. There is an initial investment. Please remember that there is an initial investment. It is not cheap, but it's very cheap compared to the money that you're gonna make when you actually open and you start bringing in residents. Along with that, consider fees for mentorships, consider fees for other things. For example, you may have to do renovation. You may have to do certain things that are required. And also, if you make certain mistakes, like in one of the videos where I cover the door sizes, for example, you can go and see that video. Window sizes. If you make certain mistakes along the way and then doing certain inspections and they tell you, oh, we need you to change this or that, it can play a factor into your budgeting. So your best bet is to go on my website, carlenecadetfrancois.com, download the free workbook about how to open an assisted living or group home. You will find out the major installations that you have to get done to your building. Start calling, shopping for quotes for those, and then structure your budget accordingly. Also structure fees for consultant as well, and then find yourself some reserve. Now, if money is tight and you want to get into the business, considering partnering with somebody else that can split that initial investment. But nonetheless, this process is not cheap to get started. Yeah, I said it because it's the truth. It's the truth. You need to know that. You will need to spend an initial investment, but compared to the reward and the profits that you will make, it's a very small investment. But for some people, the investment is a lot. Okay. I hope you find this video helpful. Of course, we provide you services. We have a mentorship program for initial licensing. We have mentorship program for after you actually open, how to manage your facility, marketing, all of those things. We are here to help you. We have community. You don't have to be lost out there on your own. I go out of my way to provide these videos because when I opened my own facility, I struggled for lack of information. Thankfully, I came from the Broward Sheriff's Office. I was a BSO sergeant, and I came from reading policies and procedures. So for me, it was an easy thing for me to sit my body down and read what I needed to know and learn the information. But how many people like to do that, right? Not too many of us like to sit there looking at words all day. I happen to enjoy it. I have experience in it, and it really helped me. A lot of my success came from the fact that I was in leadership at the sheriff's office. I did my job translating policies and procedures pretty much. So it was very easy. It took me a long time, and I did make a lot of mistakes, but a lot of things I was saved from because I was able to like tell myself, sit down and actually enjoy it. I became really obsessed with learning the industry, with making sure I did the right thing. I was always afraid of, not learning the correct information and then making crucial mistakes that will affect my livelihood and the lives of my residents. So I'm very passionate because, my grandmother raised me. And so I'm very passionate about, helping people open good homes for our seniors. And listen, if I sense you're not gonna do the right thing, I'm sorry. I don't care how much money you can pay me. I just don't want to put my name to that because our seniors really truly deserve good homes to go to. So, I put out these videos because I want to help good people who wants to make a difference for our seniors and for themselves as well, to know the right information so they know whether this business is good for them or not, right? So if you found this video helpful, please consider to like and subscribe and share it with somebody else who will find it valuable. Until next time, talk to you later.